95 of WITM. And I apologize for the slightly later start to the stream. I've been having some issues getting the stream to start. I don't even know if it's actually recording right now. Obviously, if you're hearing this, it is. And also, I know I said that there was not even going to be a stream tonight, but I made a bit of a mistake during last night's stream, Extreme Rules, where I simmed past Raw because Corey was not scheduled for a match. I should have stopped the episode at Raw without simming it and waited to see if there was any title matches on the real life Raw tonight or any matches involving contendership for titles on Raw tonight before I send the episode. It turns out that there were some matches that had to do with contendership for titles tonight. Let me just make sure real quick that I'm actually streaming before I continue. Okay, good. Okay, looks like we actually are live. That's good. Anyway, moving on. I should have stopped the episode before Raw, and there are contendership matches. That means that Corey does have a match tonight on the real life version of Raw. Kurt Angle announced that there would be 2 triple threat matches tonight on Raw, with the 2 winners moving on to a number 1 contenders singles match next week on Raw, with the winner of that number 1 contenders match next week moving on to face the Universal Champion at SummerSlam. So that means we too will have 2 triple threat matches, with the winners of the 2 triple threat matches tonight advancing to a number 1 contenders match next week, with the winner of that match moving on to face the Universal Champion Kevin Owens at SummerSlam. All 6 contenders to the Universal Championship that we have in our rankings will be involved in a triple threat match that includes WITM's Corey, thus us having an episode tonight. So let's go ahead and start loading that up.
Be ready for triple threat action coming right up. This is going to be fun to watch.
Alright, so Corey is looking to bounce back from a loss last night at Extreme Rules, where Kevin Owens did exactly what he was going to do and had a cakewalk title defense against Corey, reversing Corey's attempt at a blackout signature maneuver and turning it into his finisher, the pop-up powerbomb. That was all he needed to put Corey away, plus a signature maneuver earlier in the match, the KO Cannonball. Corey will be looking to get a rematch at SummerSlam, but to do that, he needs to win the triple threat matchup tonight and then face the winner of the other triple threat between Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Roman Reigns next week on Raw, and defeat them in a number 1 contenders match in order to earn another opportunity to face Kevin Owens. Corey is coming in with a 5-8 record. That is currently the second best of the WITM 4. However, he has just 1 victory on the main Monday Night Raw card, with the other 4 victories coming on the minor show main event. Can he earn his second victory tonight and advance to a number 1 contenders match next week, or will Corey fail to get a rematch with Kevin Owens at SummerSlam by losing tonight? Let's find out. It's a triple threat match for the right to move on to a number 1 contenders match next week. It's between Corey, the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal, and the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Huge stakes on the line. Let's get this match underway.
The following triple threat contest is a no disqualifications match. Making his way to the ring from Erie, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 296 pounds, Corey.
Guys, we have triple threat action coming up as three of WWE's top superstars are set to square off.
And Michael, I can realistically envision any one of these three competitors having their hand raised in victory here tonight.
And his opponents, first, from Punjab, India, weighing in at 238 pounds, Jinder Mahal.
Look at the shape of Jinder Mahal, Corey.
Yeah, from what I understand, Jinder Mahal has been training that much extra in anticipation for tonight.
And on top of that, this match will undoubtedly have a big impact on where these guys stand in the next WWE.com power rankings.
And there's been so much upward movement from new faces over the past few weeks that dropping more than 10 spots following a loss isn't necessarily out of the question.
Weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
Folks, you're looking at a true monster among men.
Cole, I really have no idea why anybody would agree to step in the ring with Braun Strowman.
And I'd add that he certainly has his work cut out for him here tonight. Would you agree, Byron?
Yeah, this isn't going to be easy for him, that's for sure. But he knew that when he signed up for this match.
And here we go. This match is underway. Jinder Mahal going right after Corey, and now turning his attention to Braun Strowman.
Thoughts on a triple threat match like this?
And guys, I can't get over how electric this
Corey going after Mahal, and there's a knee to the head of Mahal. Kick to the gut of Corey by Mahal, and there's another kick. Now Corey looking to get on the attack. There's a knee from Corey. Temporary alliance by Corey and Strowman to take out Mahal. Now Corey goes after Strowman and spears him onto the outside into the barricade. Mahal coming up from behind, but Corey is going to head outside and go after Strowman. This is a no disqualification hardcore matchup. Corey Irish Mahal into the corner. There's a reversal by Mahal. Corey in a fireman's carry position and plunged into the thin mat outside the ring. Strowman is just going to toss Mahal outside, and there's a kick to the back. Corey back up to his feet, trying to get the WWE Universe behind him. Strowman and Mahal back into the ring, now joined by Corey.
Now, guys, you'd be making a very big mistake. Mark my words.
Corey breaks up the attack. Strowman's attack on Mahal.
Perhaps playing a little possum here, Cole.
Now Corey, rather than going after the down Mahal, waiting for Strowman to get back to his feet. And is going to punch him outside. Corey thought about going after Strowman on the outside, but instead goes after Jinder Mahal.
And if he doesn't get up, it's going to get a lot tougher.
Not today.
Corey trying to go after the shoulder of Mahal, but broken up by Mahal.
Oh, and it's a reversal.
There's an arm drag by Corey.
He's in control. Delivers the breaker
and
with authority.
Jumping arm breaker. Corey goes for cover, center ring.
And an easy kick
but Mahal's going to power out at one.
He's on the defensive now.
There's a punch to the head of Mahal and a kick to the back.
Are starting to dwindle.
This triple threat match really seems to be getting the best of him here, guys. I don't like his chances.
Guys, I wasn't anticipating
Mahal
this
back
type
to his
of
feet and
performance
needs
from
that.
him
Corey's going to send
tonight.
him
He's
down
starting
to the
look
mat.
lost in there right now.
Strowman taking quite a bit of time to recover on the outside.
He's not looking like himself here. But things can change in an instant in a triple threat match.
He's got to be
Mahal
careful here.
looking to take
While he
flight
hasn't
here on the
absorbed
middle
too much
rope.
punishment yet,
He wants Corey
triple
on his
threat
feet.
matches have a way of getting out of hand very quickly.
The good news for him is that he doesn't appear to have taken too much offense
And
up to this point.
the
But
diving
that can
crossbody
obviously
will
all change
connect.
here.
Corey forced back to his feet again.
Here, Corey.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Into the power
Mahal
bomb
looking for a
position
power
now.
bomb.
And that's not necessarily where you
It
want
turns
to
into
be
a
at this
buckle
point in the
bomb
match.
into the corner.
And now
Submission
Jinder
locked
Mahal
in
is
by
starting to
Mahal,
take
focused on the
control.
head of Corey. Seems to be locked in well, but Corey is going to break the
He works his
hold.
way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
Corey in a fireman's carry position.
He's not looking good
And
here.
toss
He's
against
starting
the
to feel
corner.
pressure of this triple
Mahal
threat match,
trying to
guys.
use that
Given what he's
corner
gone
to
through in his
utilize
match so
massive
far,
damage
I wouldn't
on
be surprised
Corey.
to see one of these guys pluck him off here.
Strowman, I don't know if he suffered an injury or whatever. He's been down for quite some time.
Modern-day Maharaja.
Nobody does it
There's a
quite
knee
like
from
him.
Mahal.
Nobody does.
Can he do it here? And the fight must go on.
Corey,
needs to do
despite taking a
more
signature
damage.
maneuver, is going to
Oh,
power
he
out
is rolling.
pretty much right away.
No, there's
Corey
the reversal.
evades
He's
that
targeting
knee
the
from Mahal,
midsection here.
but Mahal is going to go right back on the attack. Corey started off strong, but Mahal definitely turned momentum in his favor. There's his finisher, the Colossus. Is that going to put Corey away?
No, he kicks out at
No,
2.5.
Corey's going to power out just in the nick of
I am
time.
impressed.
Showing very
Mahal
few
getting
signs
fired
of
up.
life here.
Corey putting up a
there's no
slightly
way he
better
comes
showing
back
than he
from
did
this.
last night.
Might as well ring the bell
Taking
now.
the signature in the finisher, but this
And
time
that one well
powering
scouted.
out. There's an arm drag by Corey.
And he
I don't know what's up with
executes a
Strowman.
picture-perfect
He's been on the
Russian leg sweep.
outside for a very long
Will
time.
this be enough?
This has essentially turned into a singles match
He
between
can
Corey and
withstand a lot
Mahal.
more punishment, I can promise you that.
On, he's one step ahead on that one.
There's a reversal by Mahal.
Nice job getting
Corey
out of the way
avoids
of
the
that
clothesline,
Connects with a counter.
but Mahal is going to reverse
Oh, God.
anyways.
That was hitting the nail
Mahal
right on the
has
head.
been in
If he
firm
takes many
control
more of those, he's
for
gonna get lit up like a Christmas
pretty much
tree.
ever since Strowman has been on the outside. Corey needs to get back on the attack. This may be Corey's opening.
And
Mahal
Byron,
is low
he's
on
still down after
stamina.
that one.
Yeah, that did some big-time damage, Michael.
There's a stomp to the head of Corey.
Check out Jinder
And a knee
Mahal's
to the
offense.
head. Power trip into the corner. Reversal by Corey with an elbow strike. Crossface locked in. Didn't even know Corey had a finisher because he hadn't even used the signature yet, but it's locked in. Mahal trying to get to the ropes.
And he fights his
And
way
instead he
free.
manages to break the
He's
hold.
got to be working on instinct right now, Cole.
No, he
There's a
reverses
reversal
it.
by Mahal. Mahal goes for cover.
Right there. Two. Gets the
And
shoulder.
Corey
Wow.
powers out at
What's
two.
he
There's
going to
another
take?
near fall.
Wow, that's pure power, guys.
He's
Another
delivering an old-fashioned
submission locked in by
kick
Mahal.
right
Really
here.
trying to target that head of Corey. Trying to really kind of beat Corey out of his own game,
Nice job
targeting that
breaking out of
head.
that one.
But there's plenty more work for him to do here.
Look at the pain on his
Swinging
face
neck
after
breaker
that
by
neck
Mahal.
breaker.
Again
This
going
could
for a
do it.
cover. Not sure one move is going to make that much of a difference, but it nearly
I don't
won
believe
Mahal
it.
the
He
match.
refuses to lose.
Another submission by Mahal. Really trying to wear Corey down with technical offense here.
He
And
somehow breaks
Strowman must
free.
be injured or something. He's
Nice,
been
but he
down for about a
clearly
good
has
5
next
minutes
to
or so.
nothing left to give here.
Unless it's a glitch, but
Avoids trouble there.
Corey catches the leg of Mahal. Turns it into another crossface.
No, the ref's going to have to break this one up.
Phenomenal job by him getting to the ropes right there.
Mahal got a
Shoulders
rope
down.
break.
This could
Corey
be it.
follows it up with a cover.
Oh, my,
And
how
Mahal
in the
powers
world
out
did he
at 2.
kick
This
out
is
of
now a
I
singles
can't
match between
believe
Corey
what
and
we're seeing
Mahal.
here.
And they're having a good one here.
Going for the double play with this move.
Side slam by Mahal. He goes for a
He
cover.
can pin his opponent right here. Can you imagine? Thinking
Corey
this one
again
was
powers
over,
out at
then he
2.
kicks
What's it
out
going
like
to
that?
take for one of
What a
these
match.
men
He's making
to
a
stay
statement
down
here
in
with
this
attack.
match?
He's too quick.
Corey
right there.
targeting the arm of Mahal. Misses with the strike. Mahal again low on stamina after that slam.
Doesn't show any signs of getting up here, guys.
No, he's taking one heck
Reversed
of a
by
beating,
Corey.
Michael.
He goes for cover.
1, 2. Oh, man, I
Mahal
thought he
powers
had
out
him.
at 2.
Wow, I thought this was over.
Corey
Incredible
with a reverse
impact on that
DDT.
slam.
He again goes for the cover. We're seeing frequent pin attempts by both of these men.
This guy just refuses
And Mahal's
to
going to
quit.
power
Can you
out at 2
believe this?
once again.
Saw that one coming.
There's a reversal by Mahal.
Jinder Mahal about to end this thing. He's got
Mahal's thinking Colossus once again.
Colossus.
It
This
connects.
is his opportunity to win it.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. 2. Wow, I can't believe he
And
had the
somehow
energy to
Corey
kick
has
out of
power
that.
out of a second
I thought
Colossus.
for sure that was
Corey
it.
knows this
Now there's the
is
counter.
could be his last chance for a while to be involved in the Universal title picture. And he's giving his all here in this
And
matchup.
he's able to get out.
Mahal powering out once again
I am
at
in
2.
shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
There's a reversal by Mahal.
What a tackle.
STO
Brutal stuff.
takedown. Corey, though, despite showing good durability, needs to get back on the attack. It's been all Mahal for quite some time now.
Nobody controls the pace of a match.
There's another
quite
submission
like
by
this guy.
Mahal. Targeting the legs of Corey. And Corey is able to break the hold.
Wow,
Mahal
he
really
escapes
trying to
it.
wear Corey down with
He's just
technical
got no
offense,
quit
going
in him
after
here
basically
tonight,
all
Cole.
parts of the body.
Jinder Mahal's offense.
There's a reversal
And
by
it's
Corey.
reversed.
Corey trying to force Mahal into the ropes. Instead elects to put him in a seated position.
Counters that one.
Reversal by Mahal.
Check out Jinder Mahal's
There's a huge
offense.
DDT.
He might just be out, guys.
I agree. He hasn't moved one bit.
Again going for cover.
2. Well, I thought he had to
Corey
pin for
powers
sure.
out in the nick
I'm
of
just as
time.
shocked
2.5.
as everyone
Yet
else,
another
Cole.
near
His
fall.
opponent
It's
included.
turning into quite an epic matchup here. It was originally a triple threat that now has essentially turned into a singles match.
Hold on, guys. This isn't good.
No question about it, Cole.
Mahal has Corey on the top turnbuckle. What is he thinking here? Launching
taking some
Corey
abuse
halfway
here,
across
but
the
nothing
ring
that
is
can't be
Jinder
shaken
Mahal.
off.
There's a stomp to the back. Yet another submission, this time targeting the shoulder of Corey.
He breaks
Corey
it. I
will
can't believe
fairly
it.
easily
I
break the
can't believe
hold.
I'm going to say this, but I'm with you, Cole. So unbelievable.
Yet
that he
another
broke out of
reversal
that.
by Mahal. Everything that Corey tries to dish out at Mahal seems to be reversed. There's yet another reversal
Flips
by
the script on
Mahal.
him there.
Corey responding with a reversal of his own.
Counter.
Going for
And this
another
has gotta
cover.
be it. 1, 2.
Mahal
2.5.
powers
Is
out
the
at
ref
2.
deliberately counting slow.
Yeah, but he's hurt, guys.
Corey attacking the shoulder, forcing Mahal to a knee.
Nope. Reverses it.
Yet another reversal by Mahal. Mahal low on stamina, so he'll just go for a cover. This time going for a dirty pin.
1, 2. And a
Corey
kick
powers out at 2.
2.5.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole.
Corey
He
with a
can't
kick
believe
and a
it. He is
punch, forcing
one-man
Mahal
gang
into the
in there.
corner. What is Corey thinking here? He's heading to the top turnbuckle. WWE Universe Champion, this is awesome. Superplex to the
Things just went from
outside.
bad to worse
Corey
for Jinder
knows he has to pull out all the stops here, turn the momentum back in his favor. That will do it. A superplex to the outside. WWE Universe Champion, this is awesome.
He wants no part of the outside.
They are indeed getting quite an epic matchup, although
Taking
essentially a
him a while
singles
to get up
match.
here.
I don't think he has anything left, Michael.
I think Mahal was going to try to check on what's up with Strowman, but instead likes to go back into the ring.
Made him pay there.
Corey with a reversal. Here comes the signature maneuver, the new signature maneuver, the blackout,
It's gotta be over
targeting
now.
every part of
Can
the
he finish
body.
him off here?
Things just went from bad
Is
to
Corey
worse
about to
for
advance to
Jinder
number
Mahal.
one contenders match next week?
It could be over here. 2. What an unbelievable
Even
display
after
of
that,
determination
Mahal
we're seeing
still
here.
powers
I'm
out.
just as shocked as everyone else, Cole.
And once again,
There's a
we see
reverse DDT
return
by
to this
Corey.
specific maneuver. Hey, whatever works.
Submission locked in, hammer and chin lock.
I don't know, guys. I really thought we would have seen...
No, it's not over yet.
Broken up by Mahal.
Thought he was going to tap, Cole.
Corey forced to his feet. Arrow trip into the corner.
Reverses that.
Corey reverses and busts open Jinder Mahal. If Corey can lock in another crossface with a busted open Mahal, that should be enough to move on to a number one contenders match next week. He will attack ahead with a submission, but it's another hammer and chin lock. But now that Mahal is busted open, will that be enough?
Who knows what's going to happen? This match could go anywhere.
Mahal still, despite
his way free.
the bleeding, manages to break the hold.
Here it comes.
And Mahal's looking for a third Colossus. That should put away a match as well, if it connects.
Jinder Mahal about to end this thing. He's got it hooked. For the...
There's a third Colossus.
That's when you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys. And this has got to be it.
There should be probably no way Corey powers out of this one, but he has a third Colossus from Jinder Mahal, and yet Corey fights on. This has to be Corey's best performance yet since WrestleMania. There's another submission by Mahal. Corey fights it off. Mahal has to be asking himself, what's it going to take to put Corey away? I've done submissions to every part of his body. I've hit 3 Colossus. There's a crossface, but Mahal got a rope break.
And this one was over.
Were it not for the rope break, that likely would have put Mahal away. Corey forces Mahal to his feet. Arrow into the corner. What's it going to take for one of these men to move on to the number one contenders match next week? They've dished out just about everything they possibly could, and yet this match rolls on. Corey goes for cover.
1, 2.
That's going to do it.
And this one's history.
Corey, this has to be the match of this universe year so far for Corey. Perhaps even one of the best of his career. 3 Colossus from Jinder Mahal. A signature maneuver, submission after submission, and yet Corey is going to be taking on the winner of the triple threat between Rollins, Balor, and Reigns next week in a number one contenders match for the right to face Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. What a match. And of course we'll want to check and see what happened with Braun Strowman, who was laid out for at least a good 10 minutes. But this essentially became a singles match between Jinder Mahal and Corey, and what a match it was. This is, we're not trying to be biased with a feature of my own character, but this is likely my favorite match since WrestleMania. And of course, Andrew's had some epic clashes too with
that feeling of keeping your opponent's shoulders down for the 3 count.
And that's the kind of action
near fall after near fall. But this has to be, this match will go down history for Corey regardless of what happens next week. We had the superplex, we had the blackout from Corey, we had 2 cross faces. But Mahal, man, 3 Colossus, 1 signature maneuver. Submission after submission after submission after submission. And it was not enough to put away Corey. He will advance to a record of 6-8, and he will advance to the number one contenders match next week on Raw.
Prelims, time for the main event. Triple threat action coming up next.
All right, and who will Corey's opponent be next week? Well, I guess first let's get you, before we get to that, let's get you caught up on what happened prior to Corey's match. Just give me one moment. Alright, so Ziggler and McIntyre defeated the Authors of Pain. Dana Brooke defeated Ruby Riott. Bobby Roode defeated Constable Baron Corbin, No Way Jose, Mike Kanellis, Chad Gable, and Kurt Hawkins in a battle royal. The Ascension scoring an upset non-title victory over the Raw Tag Team Champions, The Revival. The Revival will defend their Raw Tag Team titles next week on Raw, likely against the Ascension. Ember Moon scoring an upset victory as well over Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Corey advancing to the number one contendership match next week against the winner of the other triple threat that we'll find out in a moment. He defeated Jinder Mahal with no decision for Braun Strowman, who was out most of the match with, I'm assuming, an injury. And who will Corey face next week for the number one contenders match for the right to face Kevin Owens for the Universal title at SummerSlam? It is going to be the big dog, Roman Reigns. Corey versus Roman Reigns next week in a number one contendership match. The winner moving on to SummerSlam to take on Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. Alright, so Roman Reigns winning the second triple threat, defeating his former Shield brother Seth Rollins, Finn Balor taking the no decision. So it'll either be Corey or Roman Reigns taking on Kevin Owens for the Universal title at SummerSlam. And hopefully for Corey, that huge victory, powering out of 3 finishers, a signature and several submissions, will be enough, will get some momentum going for Corey and perhaps carry him to a Universal Championship rematch at SummerSlam. And how does tonight's results affect the rankings on Raw? We'll start off with the Raw women. Dana Brooke defeats Ruby Riott. Dana Brooke moves up to number 9. Ruby Riott remains at the bottom, number 11. Also need to make a change real quick before we continue. Alicia Fox returned tonight on Raw to the Raw Women's Division. So we need return from injury, so we need to add her back to the roster as part of Raw. There we go. Alicia Fox now once again part of the Raw roster. Also another roster update. Randy Orton returned last night on the real life version of Extreme Rules, getting involved in the United States Championship match between Nakamura and Jeff Hardy. He is now once again part of the roster, returning from injury. He will be on SmackDown Live and be a contender to the WWE Championship. So just a few roster updates there. Now continuing with our rankings. That was an Ember Moon defeated Ronda Rousey. Ember Moon was up to number 3. Ronda moves down to number 10. In case you're wondering, I did put when I had to reload the previous save to fix my mistake last night, I did put the rankings back to how they should have been, so in case anybody's wondering. So the Raw Women's rankings. The champion is Alexa Bliss. Number 1 contender Bayley. Number 2 Natalya. Number 3 Ember Moon. Number 4 Mickie James. Number 5 Sarah Logan. Number 6 Alicia Fox. Number 7 Sasha Banks. Number 8 Nia Jax. Number 9 Dana Brooke. Number 10 Ronda Rousey. Number 11 Liv Morgan. And number 12 Ruby Riott. In the Raw Tag Team division, Ziggler and McIntyre defeated the Authors of Pain. However, the Ascension won as well, so Ziggler and McIntyre remain number 2. Authors of Pain fall down to number 5. The Ascension defeated the Revival in non-title action, earning them a title match with the Revival next week on Raw. So your Raw Tag Team rankings: the champions, the Revival, number 1 contenders, and who they will be facing next week with their Raw Tag titles on the line: the Ascension. Number 2, Ziggler and McIntyre. Number 3, Slater and Rhino. Number 4, Titus Worldwide. Number 5, the Authors of Pain. Number 6, the Deleter of Worlds. And number 7, the B-Team. In the Intercontinental title rankings, Bobby Roode defeated Baron Corbin, No Way Jose, Mike Kanellis, Chad Gable, and Kurt Hawkins. Roode remains number 1 contender. Kanellis falls to number 3. No Way Jose falls to number 6. Hawkins falls to number 10. Corbin falls to number 8. And Gable falls to number 12. Corey defeated Jinder Mahal with no decision for Braun Strowman. Corey remains at number 2 because Bobby Roode won as well. Mahal falls to number 8, but Corbin lost as well. So Corbin falls another spot to number 9. And Mahal falls to number 8. Strowman remains at number 14 with a no decision. Roman Reigns defeated Seth Rollins with no decision for Finn Balor. Reigns moves up to number 4. Rollins falls to number 8, but Mahal lost as well. And so did Corbin. And so did Hawkins. So Raleigh is going to get several free spots. Up to number 7. And Balor remains at number 13 with a no decision. So your Intercontinental title rankings: champion Bobby Lashley, number 1 contender Bobby Roode, number 2 Corey, number 3 Mike Kanellis, number 4 Roman Reigns, number 5 Dolph Ziggler, number 6 No Way Jose, number 7 Mojo Rawley, number 8 Seth Rollins, number 9 Jinder Mahal, number 10 Baron Corbin, number 11 Kurt Hawkins, number 12 Chad Gable, number 13 Finn Balor, number 14 Braun Strowman, 15 Elias, number 16 Zack Ryder, and number 17 Tyler Breeze. And finally, the Universal Championship rankings. Bobby Roode, or I don't think that has anything to do with the title, with the Universal title rankings. No, it doesn't. Right, Corey defeated Jinder Mahal with no decision for Braun Strowman. Corey moves up to number 2. Mahal falls to number 3. Strowman remains at number 5 with no decision. Roman Reigns defeated Seth Rollins with no decision for Finn Balor. Reigns moves up to number 5. Rollins falls to 5, so Reigns moves up to 4. And Balor remains the number 1 contender with a no decision. However, that doesn't really matter because the number 1 contender will be determined by the number 1 contenders match next week between Corey and Roman Reigns. So the rankings don't really matter, but right now, because like I said, Corey versus Reigns next week will determine the true number 1 contender, but as they are right now, the rankings are Kevin Owens as Universal Champion, number 1 contender is Finn Balor, number 2 is Corey, number 3 Jinder Mahal, number 4 Roman Reigns, number 5 Seth Rollins, number 6 Braun Strowman. Alright, so now we move on to SmackDown Live, and I'm not going to jip Gerald out of the match that he was originally scheduled for. Gerald was originally scheduled to face Andrade Cien Almas for in either a non-title match or United States Championship match if they are having a U.S. title match in real life tomorrow on SmackDown. They are indeed having a U.S. title match tomorrow on SmackDown. So that means that Gerald will challenge Andrade Cien Almas in a rematch tomorrow on tomorrow night's stream for the United States Championship.
Adrian Chen, the Superstar. Z. Liam Ventura.
Almas, of course, fairly easily beating Gerald at Money in the Bank, but Gerald was suffering from an injury. Gerald will have an opportunity to get a rematch, get revenge, and reclaim the United States Championship heading into SummerSlam. Definitely a good position to be in, having the opportunity to be a champion heading into SummerSlam. So tomorrow night's stream is not a stream you're going to want to miss. We're going to have Gerald in action challenging Andrade Cien Almas for the United States Championship in a rematch from Money in the Bank. And then following that match, if Andrew is in action on 205 Live, we will have that for you as well. Tomorrow night at 11 o'clock following SmackDown in the real life 205 Live. So that is going to do it for episode number 95 of WITM. If you'd like to become a WITM member, check out the link on our website, or rather the link in our description for our WITM website. That'll give you all kinds of information about about WITM, including how to join. It's completely free, and you will have your own custom character, custom entrance, Corey's custom storylines, etc. And if you enjoyed tonight's episode, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're alerted when new WITM episodes are released or when we go live. Until episode number 96, our SmackDown Live and 205 live stream tomorrow night with Gerald versus Andrade Cien Almas for the United States Championship, plus Andrew in action on 205 Live. This is Corey with WITM Car Wrestling, signing off.